Welcome to Madrid. We begin our 3-day adventure literally in the center of the city. The Puerta del Sol is the central square where the statue of Charles III, one of Spain's most beloved kings, stands. He is best known for modernizing the city of Madrid. Here you will also find the Kilometro Cero plaque, the symbolic starting point of Spain's 6 major national roads. Another iconic site is the bear and the strawberry tree statue. The bear and the tree have appeared on the city's coat of arms for centuries. The bear symbolizes the strength and resilience of Madrid, while the strawberry tree represents the abundance of the surrounding countryside. It is also in this square that the famous New Year's Eve celebrations take place. Every year, thousands gather here to eat 12 grapes at midnight, one for each chime of the clock tower on the old post office building, known as the Casa de Correos. From this central location, it's only a short walk to the most famous square of Madrid, the Plaza Major. This square was built in the early 1600s under the reign of Philip III, whose statue stands in the center of the square. What immediately catches the eye are the elegant balconies with their warm red colors overlooking the square. The most striking building is the Casa de la Panaderia. It dates from the 17th century and originally served as the city's main bakery. Striking are the colorful facade paintings with mythological figures and the symmetrical towers on both sides of the building. We continue our exploration and after a few minutes arrive at the Mercado de San Miguel. The building is a beautiful iron and glass construction from 1916. It used to be a traditional market, but nowadays it is more of a culinary hotspot, mainly catering to the masses of tourists who visit this market hall. We spent the rest of the morning exploring the city center, getting lost in its narrow streets, passing tapas bars, little shops, and hidden corners that make Madrid feel so alive. After a delicious lunch in a small Mexican restaurant on a hidden square, it was time to visit the next highlight. The Almudena Cathedral is Madrid's main cathedral. Construction began in the 19th century and was only completed in 1993, when Pope John Paul II consecrated the cathedral. The style is a combination of neo-classical, neo-Gothic, and neo-Romanesque, matching the adjacent royal palace. Inside, the colorful light from the stained glass windows immediately catches the eye and gives the whole place a unique, peaceful atmosphere. Our main activity of the day is also one of the highlights of this city trip. A guided tour of the royal palace is a must. It is therefore advisable to book in advance, as it is one of the most popular activities. The palace was built in the 18th century for King Philip V, and it remains the official residence of Spain's royal family. The majestic entrance gives you an immediate sense of the palace's grandeur. Other highlights include the throne room, which features red velvet walls and gilded ceilings. Another highlight is the royal chapel, a magnificent Baroque sanctuary with a soaring dome Rich marble decorations and a massive 18th century organ leaves you speechless. And of course, there is the Hall of Mirrors, a dazzling space that once hosted royal receptions. After all this royal display, we're ready for a bite to eat. We enjoy a traditional Spanish pastry called churros. This delicious dessert is often dipped in thick, warm chocolate sauce, providing more than enough energy to tackle our final activity of the day. An evening stroll to the Debod Temple is the perfect way to end our first day in Madrid. This ancient Egyptian temple complex is located in the Western Park, close to the Royal Palace. Originally built in Egypt in the 2nd century BC, it was donated to Spain in the 1960s as a thank you for helping to save temples that were in danger of disappearing due to the construction of the Aswan Dam. From the park, there are also beautiful views of the cathedral and the Royal Palace. And at dusk, we join the locals who gather here for a drink and a chat. A perfect end to our first day in Madrid. Today, we start with a beautiful walk in the Madrid Rio Park. We begin our tour at Madrid's Matadero. This former slaughterhouse is now a contemporary art center that regularly hosts exhibitions and performances. This park is very popular with the people of Madrid, and you can see activities such as dancing and skating everywhere. There are also benches and fountains where people can enjoy themselves and relax. The park itself runs along the Manzanares River, which you can cross via the Arganzuela Bridge. This modern bridge has a helix-like structure and wood-decked lanes. Where we used to play hide and seek. From there, we continue our walk to another bridge, the Puente de Toledo. This is a Baroque-style bridge from the 18th century. From here, you have beautiful views of the entire park. Time to throw ourselves back into the hustle and bustle of the city. We take the metro to Gran Via, the heart of Madrid, with its famous shopping street. It stretches for 1.3 kilometers from Plaza de España to Calle de Alcalá and is a primary destination for shopping, dining, and entertainment. We start at the Plaza de España. This square, dating from 1920, is one of the largest squares in the city and is characterized by the Torre de Madrid and the Edificio España. Further on in this square is a monument to the writer Miguel de Cervantes. Located near Plaza de España, Casa Gallardo is one of Madrid's most striking examples of early 20th century architecture. Built between 1911 and 1914, it was designed by architect Federico Arias Rey in a modernist Art Nouveau style. We continue our stroll, following Gran Via towards the Plaza de Cibeles. Remember to look up every now and then to admire the beautiful buildings you encounter along the way. The Art Nouveau and Art Deco facades are particularly striking. Plaza de Cibeles is one of the most famous squares in the Spanish capital. In the middle of the square stands a large, round fountain adorned with a marble statue of the Roman goddess of fertility, Cibele, known as Cibeles in Spanish. One of the most impressive buildings here is the Palacio de Comunicaciones. This former main post office, dating from 1909, has served as Madrid's City Hall since 2007. We conclude our tour at the Puerta de Alcalá, a gate near the main entrance to the Buen Retiro Park. Originally part of the city wall, the Puerta de Alcalá is one of Madrid's old granite city gates. It consists of 3 large arches topped with lion heads and 2 smaller rectangular openings. Tomorrow, we will visit Retiro Park, a green oasis of tranquility in the heart of Madrid. The Retiro Park in Madrid covers no less than 118 hectares. The name Buen Retiro literally means pleasant retreat, and that is exactly what you will find there. A green and peaceful oasis in the middle of the bustling city centre. In the 17th century, the park was privately owned by the royal family, but it has been open to the public since 1869. The most famous spot in the Retiro is the crescent-shaped colonnade on the large rowing lake, with the statue of King Alfonso XII in the center. You can rent a boat on the lake for a relaxing trip. Other highlights include the Palacio de Velázquez, now used for temporary exhibitions by the Spanish National Museum of Modern Art. It once served as a museum promoting ceramics and glass production. The glass Palacio de Cristal, dating from 1887, is also an eye-catcher. It was built to display tropical plants from the Philippines and is now regularly used for temporary art exhibitions. Unfortunately, both buildings are currently closed due to major renovation work. In addition, the park features numerous fountains, a beautiful rose garden, cozy terraces, and many hidden atmospheric spots. It is also full of statues and sculptures. Be sure to allow plenty of time to stroll around this enormous park and enjoy its tranquility in the heart of bustling, vibrant Madrid. After spending the entire morning in the park, it's time for lunch. We enjoy a typical menú del día and relax a bit to recharge our batteries for our final destination on this 3-day trip. Although bullfighting is controversial and debatable, it is undeniably an important part of Spanish culture, both in the past and present. A visit to Madrid's bullring may not be for everyone, but the building, its history, and the whole cultural phenomenon surrounding bullfighting are certainly worth experiencing. Las Ventas is the largest bullfighting ring in Spain. Designed in the neo-Mudéjar style, it features ceramic representations of the coats of arms of Spain's various provinces. The arena has a diameter of 60 meters. Bullfights are still held there from March to October, but the complex is also used for concerts, cultural events, theatre performances, and special sporting occasions. In 2008, the arena was the venue for the Davis Cup semi-final between Spain and the United States. And And this concludes our 3-day city trip to Madrid. We hope you enjoyed it. A like and subscribe gives us extra motivation to create more content like this.